5 yards remain on second down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him. The feet were moving. The legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
No gain on the play there. Second down. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That was a really nice job, I think, picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. The drive will start with Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The box is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Back to throw, Corral. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. 3rd down, Corral. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, And now it brings up 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Going for it on 4th down. Corral found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing here. Corral. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. A final shot before half from Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Getting out a ton of
success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. McCaffrey on the counter. Gets around him, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down throw here for Corral. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. McCaffrey is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Again, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Fourth down, here's Corral. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Never make the mistake with the slot receivers, especially the running backs that they're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Omaha.
They'll try and run forward with counter. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Omaha.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Boys.
Murray now on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
So what about running room that he had in the first half? Because it looks like he's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hey, hold on.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. draw play. This is Connor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Any running play this call, they're always hoping it's going to go big, deep go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Murray pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's not cool about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. It's a room to maneuver. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 12-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle that time by Jarkowski Tardy. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Murray again. This is Connor. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run here with Connor, and he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. James Conner, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Cards answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They find some open field here. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Corral. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Corral. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one in the post.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Cards, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.